Okay, decided to make this one neat. Identify the domain and the range. Well, you should know that the domain is all of the input values. So we've got -9, -4, 3, and 9. And if I was to write that, I would say, see if I can do this, -9, -4, 3, and 9. Those are the input values. What does that produce as an output? Well, as an output, we see produced the number 2 every single time. 2 comes out every single time. And we don't write it more than once. So we just write it like that, and then we have to determine, okay, well then, is it a function? Well, let's think about it. Let's talk about what we know about the soda machine. You press that button, you get that type of pop out. You press a different button and you get that type of pop. Different button, that type of pop. Different button, that same type of pop every time. That's fine. Pop machines can have the same type of pop in multiple different kind of, if you know how the machines work, there's like a little track filled with the cans, and you push the button and it drops it out. The problem would be that if you push that button different times and then different stuff is coming out, and you never can guarantee what it is that you're going to get when you push a certain button. But maybe it's a popular drink, and so it's on that track, the -9 button. It's on that one, the -4 button. It's on that one, the 3 button. And it's on that one, the 9 button as well, because they need to stock it up on multiple tracks to make sure that everybody that wants one can get one. So is this a function? Yeah, actually, this is a function. There's no conflict to having different inputs produce the same thing. What you just don't want to have is the same input producing different outputs. Again, alluding back to the soda machine, you don't want to push a button and not be sure what you're going to get. That's not functioning correctly if you don't know what you're going to get. So for number 16, what is the domain? So if we type it here, we've got -4, -9, -4, and 8. So I'm going to put this in order. We only list it once if we see it. So -9, -4, and 8. Those are the 3 input values that you see. And what do we get out? Well, for this one we get 2, -5, 12, and -8. I want to put them in order. It's not so critical that you put them in order. As long as the most critical part of it is that you don't list something in the domain or range more than once. So we see -8, we get -5, we get 2, and we get 12 as well. Okay. Now, something should clue you in here, and what should clue you in is that we pushed only 3 buttons total, but we got 4 different things out. That must mean that one of the buttons produced 2 different things. And as we can see here, when we pushed -4 here, we got this. And when I say pushed it, I mean entered that value as an input value into the function. When I'm talking about pushing, I'm referring to my analogy of the pop machine. So if we enter -4, at one point it produces 2, and at -4 it produces 12. You can imagine if I asked you on a test to tell me what the output value would be for -4, and there were different answers that could both be the right answer. That's not going to, how can you know which answer is the right answer? Okay, that's not functioning. That's not a function. This button should only produce one thing. That input should only produce one thing. It's producing 2 things. So is it a function? It is not. Nope, that one's not. And we're done.